one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8 books that have dramatically changed my life that I'm gonna share with you guys that'll change your life. And additionally, in this video, guys, I'm gonna help you guys become a voracious reader, help you guys teach you the number one habit that I picked up over the years that turned me from never reading a book in my life till my 20s to reading 42 books in 52 weeks and completely reversing my reading habits. So this video is going to help you develop your reading habits in life. Leaders are readers. That's just a fact. And when I was younger, I had a difficult time sitting down and sitting still and reading a full book. Like, I would struggle. And over the years, that's completely changed. These 8 books right here, 6 of them are the best books that I read in 2024. And then additional 2 of them, these 2 down here, is one that I'm reading right now that I want to share with you guys. And this is one of the top books that I've read in the last 3 to 5 years and all of these books have helped me with my personal and professional development. So if you want to be a better leader, if you like the law of attraction, if you like manifestation, if you like working on you got to check out these books that I'm going to share with you guys, okay? So this is a little bit different of content that I normally do. I'm going to see how you guys like it. Again, I'm going to go over the 8 books that changed my life and then the number one habit that you guys need to improve and dramatically increase your reading habits, all right? For those of you guys that are new, I'm Jeremiah Sullivan, former Army Ranger. I was a small town kid, grew up in a town of like 300 people. And anyways, I changed my whole life by working on my mindset. And now I'm a coach to entrepreneurs, working professionals. I help people hit their goals faster. I help them overcome limiting beliefs. I help them become better leaders. I help them win. That's what I do. So let's just dive right into it. Guys, not being a reader is an identity. It's not, all of you guys are capable of reading and being a person that's studious. Now, some of you guys do read a lot. And the other issue that you guys have, you have one of two issues. You either read a ton and you don't apply. You're one of those people that have a shit ton of knowledge, but you don't actually, you have a shit ton of understanding, but you don't have a lot of knowledge. You don't actually apply the material, or you avoid reading altogether. All right? So we want to fix both of those things. And I had to first personally fix both of those in my life. So I'm not going to necessarily teach you guys. I want to stay on track with this video. So the main thing that I want to say is that before I became a reader in life, one of my biggest jumps was I went from never reading to reading 42 books in 52 weeks. That was a big jump for me. And the way that I did that was by one simple habit, and that's just reading for resonance. If you guys want to improve your reading habits and you're struggling with reading, and you know that you need to do it, it's something that's better, it's going to make you better, and you need to focus on consistency over intensity. Consistency is way more valuable when it comes to reading more than intensity. You don't want to be the person that reads a book, one book in a day and then that's it for the year. You want to be the person that constantly reads over and over and over again. Leaders are readers. So consistency over intensity, and then read for resonance. That's the number one habit you guys can develop in 2025 to help you with your reading, is to read for resonance. What that means is picking up a book, going through it, and finding a little section that means something to you, reading it. Like this says, the best time for making your definite picture is just before breakfast and before retiring at night. And then meditating on that statement and really thinking about what that means. Why would he say that? So reading for resonance means that you read for something that really stands out and it helps you reflect on your life, and you plant a seed inside of your soul, inside of your mind, that you're going to grow across time. So read for resonance, read for reflection. You don't have to read the whole book. Don't just read for, somebody said the other day, they said a lot of people just read for sport. Don't just read for sport. Don't just pick up a book and go through it. I'm going to be crass for a second. In the military, we used to call faking it, pretending. So if you're going to go out and do a mission, you go out and go practice the mission ahead of time. You go practice doing an attack, right? We're going to get our guys in L-shaped formation right here. We're going to do an attack. Well, drilling it means that we would go through all the steps and we do them accurately. We make sure that everybody moves in the positions they're supposed to move in. Everybody pretends to fire. Everybody sequentially moves in the exact order they're supposed to. And they go through the actual steps. They do the commands on the radio. But then I'm going to be crass. Then there was finger fucking. Finger fucking was faking it, pretending like you're going to go through the drills, letting everybody go out there, putting a sloppy L-shaped formation down, and then saying, okay, yeah, we went and did the attack, and that's it, and walking away. So you don't want to read for sport. You don't want to finger fuck sport. You want to, or finger fuck reading. You want to actually go through it and do it. So read for resonance, consistency over intensity. Leaders are readers. That's the number one habit you guys can develop is reading for resonance. Now, into the books. These are the best books from 2024 that I'm going to share with you guys because I know many of you guys are on your personal development journey. The number one book that I have here, the top one, these are in no particular order. This is Your Invisible Power by Genevieve Brand. What I love about this book is it teaches you how to use your imagination to create the life that you want and how it works together with your body to do so. You know, this phone that I'm recording this video on was created in imagination first. What if you knew that you could create a life that you wanted by first imagining it and then working with that image to put the physical form of that image in your existence, into your life? Well, this book really helped me with that. It says that your imagination is your invisible power. And what I love about this book is that Genevieve Brand worked with a guy. She was the mentee of a guy named Thomas Troward. So she doesn't have a lot of books. This is like one of the only books that she wrote. And it's very, very small, but it's super condensed. Every line in here is thick, like it's powerful. So it's a short read, but it's one that you could read a sentence or a paragraph and meditate on that thing for like a full day to tap into the power of your imagination. Genevieve Brand. Okay, number 2. Letters from John D. Rockefeller. This book was really good. Okay, so these are letters to his son, and this book is full of wisdom that will help you understand how to be successful coming from a guy who actually did it at a very high level, top 0.01%. John D. Rockefeller wrote his letters to his son, kind of like just giving him life advice and telling him how to succeed in life. I learned a ton in this book, and one of my favorite things that I learned was how much competition played into this man's life. He had an adversary that he was constantly at war with. He told his son that he was very disappointed when his adversary died because he had nobody left to compete with. So winners, they need competition. The next book right here is a book by Thomas Troward. So Genevieve Brand's mentor. This is called The Edinburgh Lectures on Mental Science. And what this book is all about, it's about like how, what I took away from this book was it's all about how to use your mind to put together. It's very similar to Your Invisible Power, but it talks about how the mechanics of your mindset and your spirit and your intuition, how they all come together to create a life that you want to grow into. Okay, so what that means is that, like, one of my biggest takeaways from this book was that your intuition is the bridge that aligns you to the life that you want, who you believe that you actually are, and what you believe your life's purpose is. That's really powerful. Your intuition, most people completely ignore their intuition, but it's guiding you and it's aligning you with who you believe you are, the life that you want, and what you believe intuitively is your life's purpose. So that was a big takeaway out of this book, and it really changed my life as well. It's great for people that want to work on personal development, understand their mind. The next book is Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill. This book was really good because it taught me how there are drifters in life, people that get distracted, and everything in your life pulls you off of your purpose, right? TV, drinking, gluttonous foods, all these type of distractions, vices, they pull you off of your purpose. And what Napoleon Hill's book here, Outwitting the Devil, is all about is preventing yourself from falling into those distractions and staying on your purpose in life. It's staying focused on where you should go and how to combat that. It even says that the education system is designed to pull you off purpose. Pretty crazy. So this is really good for somebody that wants to, that struggles with vices, that struggles with maybe falling into distractions, like I said, and you want to beat the quote-unquote devil. The next book right here is The Power of Awareness. This is another really thin book, but every section of it is very, very thick with information. Neville Goddard is the author of this book. So Neville Goddard was like a pseudoscience type of guy. He combined metaphysics with like theology, and he used to do these lectures. And he said in life we shouldn't seek for information, we should seek for awareness. We should seek to understand, not understand, but be more aware of what we don't know, right? Like if you're not aware that before Christopher Columbus came to the United States, like, you know, hundreds of years before he came here, people weren't really aware. Hey, guys, hey. Enough. Sorry, guys. All right, I'm going to keep rolling. This video is getting a little bit long. But you guys get the point, is that we should seek for awareness, not just understanding how things work, but more awareness. All right, and what I picked up, the biggest thing I learned from this book was the law of assumption, which means to assume that what you want is out there and it exists. I look at it like land nav in life. If you want something in life, you have to assume that it exists out there. That way you actually get up off your ass and you go look for it. Like in land navigation, the point is out there, you just got to find it. So the law of assumption was a big takeaway that I got from this book. The next book up is right here. This is another personal development book from Napoleon Hill, The Law of Success. This is a hidden gem. Like, a lot of people don't talk enough about this book. This is like a Bible of personal development and a really good one to study you could reread over and over and over again, that breaks down the actual laws of success. Like, if you mastered every one of these laws, your life is going to improve. And so this is a book that I saved, and I said it was really good because I wish I would have came across this when I was younger. I wish I would have came off this when I was first starting in personal development, because it really does a great job. I think this is better than Think and Grow Rich, personally. It's a little more complex, though, so there's an argument to be made that maybe it's a little too long. But 16 lessons on how to be successful in life, and you could study this like the Bible and get something new every single time you read it. So it's one that I keep coming back to. What I got from this book was just how important it is to be repetitious with, you know, thinking about your goals, planting seeds inside your mind, like with the success principles. You can't just like understand how success works. You have to constantly apply the principles of success all the time. Like, wake up, recite your goals, do your affirmations, attack your day, utilize masterminds, make sure you have a positive attitude, and really just embody and become the laws of success. All right, next book. Those are the top 6 books that I read in 2024. And now here's 2 books, additional bonus books for you guys. I did 3, almost got 2. All right, this book is one of the top ones I've read in the last 3 or 4 years, and it's a sleeper book. This is called The Complete Works of Florence Shinn. And this book, I don't remember how I came across it, but this book is all about how to win the game of life using your spoken word. So your life moves in the directions that you speak about, right? If you're talking about how to make money, if you talk about finding a girlfriend, if you talk about looking for a job or building a business, you're gonna like constantly find opportunities and have more conversations around those things. So your life starts unfolding in the direction that you speak on. So this book is all about how to control what you speak so that you can like essentially manifest or put together and create what is inside of your heart and what is inside of your mind. I really like it for affirmations. I like it for auditing what I'm speaking about and being mindful on what of my words. And I use this book to just build up my confidence. I use this book for that, study it to help me build my confidence up. Really good book. I mean, it's one of my most marked up books in here. Like this says right here, I'm trying not to rush through the video and make sure you guys get a lot of value from this. So, hey, if these videos are too long, if this is too long, let me know in the comments, all right, guys? If you want me to stick to the 7-minute ones, if you like this, just let me know as well. All right, let me just read you a little section out of here from this book because I want to give you some insight into, like, here we go right here. So it says right here, so man's highest demand, your highest demand, is for the divine design of your life. Like the thing that you want most out of everything is the design of your life. You want the perfect life. So it says in here, what you should be demanding from spirit is infinite spirit, open the way for the divine design of my life to manifest. Let the genius within me now be released. Let me see clearly the perfect plan. So command your subconscious, command infinite spirit to deliver the plans due to organize your life in the perfect way. Really like this book. Okay, and then the book that I'm reading currently is, this is Gandhi's autobiography. Okay, and I just started reading this book, but one of the reasons why I'm reading it is because I want to understand what made this man tick. I mean, he's one of the most well-known men in history, and I think what he did with fasting and food and even like sexual restraint and the movement that he created across the world and what he stood for. I mean, he was a man of principles and characters, and that's the type of man that I want to be. I want to be a man of strong character and strong principles. Regardless of what you believe about him, I'm saying what he was about. Like, he was about principles, you know? And so I want to work on mine and become stronger internally, and that's why I'm reading this book. So those are 8 books that I love in 2025, 6 of which I read in 2024, 1 of which was one of my favorite from the last 3 to 5 years, and then my current book, Gandhi, from his autobiography. Guys, out of everything that I shared today, what's your favorite book? What's a top book that you guys love, if you made it to the end of the video? What's a top book that you love that you think everybody should read? Tell me in the comments. And then let me know if you guys like this type of video where I'm sharing books and knowledge so you guys can better yourself. Let me know. Conquer all.